Hey YouTube, Shugo and Shinobi here with another Power Rangers review. Like I said in my video log that I will have a link to right here. Go watch that. But as I said in the video log, I've been hunting so hard for RPM Gold and Silver, the Mach Megazord, the Paleo Max Megazord, anything new. The drought really killed me as far as Power Ranger toys is concerned, and I just wanted to find more new stuff. I found those guys, thanks to my friend, as I mentioned in the review of them. But I need more. I'm some sort of drug addict, except with toys. Ain't I a dork? Anyway, so at Target today, one of the 4 Targets I went to in the span of 2 days, is the Moto-Morph Road Attack Zord. I was gonna import the Go-Rotor GT, or whatever it's called, in go-onger. But with the American high-octane Megazord and everything like that, it's just not, even remotely close to being in scale. I mean, the Road Attack Zord's only, half the height. And it just bothered the piss out of me, so I didn't bother. I know the Road Attack Zord here isn't accurate at all, but what can you do? I actually really like the way it looks, so it's not accurate, but it looks pretty fucking cool, so we'll just go with it. This is a standard Moto-Morph packaging. They had red and gold at Target too, but I'm not interested in them at all, so I just let them be on the peg, even though the security guard took them. Yeah, I went to buy this and it wasn't in their system, so they gave me a hell of a time at the register. So the security guard guy had to friggin' go back and look at the tag. I got it for $10.89 or something. I don't know if that's actually the price of these, but that's how much I paid for it, and I didn't want to throw a fuss because I wanted to get the hell out of there because I had class. But, so anyway, I got the toy. I will go ahead and open it, and then we can take a looky at the Road Attack Zord. Yeah. Okay, so here we have the Road Attack Zord in its robot mode. It's a pretty cool figure. It's not the best by any means, but I think it's definitely worth the purchase. I'll do a scaling test with the high octane Megazord, or rather the Zenith Megazord, because I don't feel like taking it apart, and some other figures in a little bit. But it has really good articulation. I'll pop out the weapon here. The weapon's comprised of the shield piece and then 2 guns. You can pop these off. You can hold on to the shield gun thing, and you can also hold both the guns. The guns can also clip onto the bottom of his shoulder armor. Not shoulder armor, armor. That is so difficult to say, but you get the gist of it. I'll put those aside for now. The ramp that he sits on is on his back. You can take it off, but I find that it looks a little bit better with it on. Because if you notice, he has this really stupid S-curve with his legs, going up like that. I personally hate it. I think it's really stupid, and I don't like it at all. But the only other option you have is to flip his legs around like this. Like that. And then he's got a really stupid S-curve going the other way. So I guess it really all comes down to personal preference. I mean, the details in his legs are on this side, so it's obvious he's supposed to be like this, but like I said, I don't really like it all that much, but whatever, you make do with what you get, I guess. Really good articulation. 360 on the arms, up and down, elbow, head, bend at the leg. There's no bend here, it just twists. The feet don't bend at all. They're a solid piece connected to this. But this moves. Not that it'll help you any in trying to make him stand like a normal human being. But he looks really nice on display. Playability wise, it's kind of meh. But if you just get it for display, it works really well, I think. Here it is in comparison with the Mammoth Ranger. Basically, it's standard size for Moto-Morphs. Nothing too new or anything like that. I think this is actually fairly accurate. When the Go-Rotor was in a robot mode with the Rangers in RPM, I think there was about that scale. I don't even know if that actually happened. I could be imagining it. But that's about for that. I'm gonna have to pop the camera off to get the Zenith Megazord in the shot, but so there's the Zenith Megazord with the Road Attack Zord. I actually really like the scale here. It's fairly accurate, I think. There hasn't been too many chances to actually compare the two Zords in the show. But it looks really nice with one another. I mean, you can even have the Road Attack Zord, like, climb on top of the Zenith Megazord. He won't still? Actually, he does. So you can even do cool poses like that. So yeah, overall I really enjoy it actually being just kind of a standard figure. Works a lot better with scale than if it was actually the size of the Japanese Go-Rotor. It does have a wheel mode. All of the new Moto-Morphs morph into a wheel. This one being the only one that makes sense. But to do that, you fold these pieces down and then align them up like so. So it's kind of like a pretzel. And then fold these pieces back. They kind of clip in like so. These front pieces fold up. They snap into each other too. If I can get it. There we go. And then you fold the legs up and over. And then they fit in and snap to one another. So here's the wheel so far. And then the only thing you really need to finish it off is you take the shield piece and you just snap it right in there. And there you have the wheel. So you can take the little ramp. Comes with it. Put the wheel in the ramp. Then push this little tiny button that I can barely get my finger in. As you can see, the wheel actually rolls really well, considering it's probably molded like a piece of crap. But it rolls really well. It's actually fairly amusing when you're sitting here bored. But it turns, it's knocked over a bunch of my fingers already. But it does come with this engine cell, which is his engine cell. The Road Attack engine cell, or Road Attack Zord engine cell, or I don't know, they don't call it anything in the show. But the only functionality it has with the Go-Rotor, there's a little thing that flipped up and they shoved the engine soul inside and closed it. But obviously this doesn't do that. But the only thing it has in terms of functionality is you take it and there's a button right here and you line it up and push down and the shield piece will pop out. It's the only way to get the shield out, but that's a lie. Because if you have fingers, all you need to do is put your fingers there and push and it pops out. So you don't need the engine cell for anything at all, so I'm probably just going to put it away. There's little guns attached to the back of the wheel if you really, really want them to. I don't see a really need for it. It kind of detracts from the whole wheel thing, but he's got lasers now. But overall, I really like the toy. I wish its robot mode had some sort of form to it other than that stupid S-curve bullshit. But I really like it. I recommend it. It's probably a lot easier to obtain than trying to import the Go rotor, and it works a lot well. It works a lot better in scale with the RPM figures and the RPM Megazords than an actual Go rotor would. So overall, I highly recommend it. It's $10.98 at Target, and that's the only place I've actually seen them so far. So if you see it, go ahead and pick it up if you like. Until next time, thanks for watching and enjoy.